Hey everyone, back again. Let's bang out another session. Let's keep the energy high today. Don't want to be sounding tired on these videos. Today is Tuesday, 21st of Feb 2023. This is going to be daily markup forecast of EU DXY. Personally, for me today, price action wasn't great. Didn't get into any trades. Didn't see anything I wanted. So let's just go through it, forecast what I expect or want to see going forward, maybe just for the day ahead and whatnot. There was a lot of news today. There's a lot of news throughout this week. Even the orange folder news today for Euro, some CPI news, caused small spikes, so enough to cause an issue on the lower time frames for you. I hope you prefer this layout. It's slightly less white. Even my eyes have been hurting lately. So hopefully you prefer it. Maybe I'll go darker soon. Anyway, let's get into it. So we're on EU at the moment. This is the weekly. Just thought I'd start at the top here. I've already got it pretty much marked out. I'll go over everything you can see here. So weekly ob we reacted to. We've been bearish ever since this nice high test, bearish candle, bearish engulfing, and then there was this beneath. But so far in the week, it's only Tuesday, we're continuing bearish. We're yet to come to the high or low of this. And I know to ICT models, and it's the usual thing. Wednesday can be the turning point of the week. Set the low, set the high. So we'll see how this goes. In any case, you could call this a weekly ob also, but I'm not marking this out for now because I've got lower time frame marks. So yeah, weekly, currently in a bearish, you could say pullback or continuation, but I'm not trying to trade on the higher time frames. Let's go down to the daily. So on the daily, you can see where the price action's been quite scattered. It's slowly dripping down. There's a lot of, on the higher time frame, what looks like consolidation. In my opinion, we're still not out of this recent bullish trend unless we break this low. I wouldn't see it going further just yet. We're still here. We've got this daily ob here that so far we're respecting, but of course we can come deeper. Again, I'm not going to have this laid out. That's a big area, so I'll do it on the lower time frames, but it's good to keep in mind we've spiked into it once, and we'll show it more on the lower time frames. However, of course there is room still to pull back further than this. Price doesn't have to stop here. This is the current leg, premium discount. We've pulled back into a discount where we can expect, if we are to remain bullish, a bullish reaction eventually. We have this daily imbalance laid out here, which we spiked into before continuing to move bearish. Down to the 4 hour. 4 hour, everything's a bit more clearer. The daily candles were quite consolidated, but 4 hour we can see this heavy bearish price action. New lower lows being created, sweeps of liquidity, new lower lows being created, respecting the 4 hour ob here, new low created. We've come back up to this point and it just looks like we're going down. So for now, I am still expecting bearish price action. The day is not yet done, and overnight we may see something else. It looks like there's a build-up of liquidity here, so it's not going down with as much momentum, you could say, as it has here, here, and here. There's a lot more candles involved here, though today's going to be this next 4 hours looks like it could possibly be quite bearish engulfing. However, we are coming down slowly. This is building up buy side liquidity, so we'll keep an eye on this area, see if it's respected. even if this area is not respected, we've got this marked out, but we have another 4-hour imbalance below. We haven't mitigated to at least 50% yet, and then below that OBS and everything. So that's enough for the 4-hour. Down to the 1 hour. This is my 4-hour leg, just so we're clear what this Fibonacci is showing: 50% premium and discount. Now what I want to show you for today is, of course, we took the previous daily low, had a small reaction from it. Here's where there was news. This is kind of messed up price action for me, but what I just want to point out is what you could probably see already from my markups. We have had this 1 hour leg, small retrace. This was a previous day high as well, I believe, at one point. Swept liquidity, swept that buy side liquidity, breakdown, new leg. This is the new leg for me. I'm up here, swept liquidity to the left. I think this was the US bank holiday, so again, not very good structure. No volatility there, of course, and we broke down once again. We took the low again today. It gave a weak bullish reaction until the news. There was this spike, and then it continued lower again. Now there was more of a bullish reaction down here, and you can see the sweep liquidity to the left. Again, bullish reaction. Swept liquidity from this high, bearish reaction, continuing the bearish trend now. That's why this area is so important. Now we've got our 1 hour OB, 1 hour imbalance within the 4-hour OB that we have marked out. You can mark these and overlap these if you wish. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, just for, just like to make it look neat. We'll put it here just so it's pointed out. So this could be quite an important structure point. So if we blow through these lows here and the candle closes below it, then we're going to look for our next imbalance here and keep our eye on this. There are some relative equal lows here on the lower time frame, but we'll get to that. Let me go down into the 15. We'll get a picture of today's price action. Here you can see the sessions: Asia, London, New York, Asia, London, New York, over the past 2 days. Sweep of liquidity, bearish reaction. Sweep of liquidity, eventually a bearish reaction. We have the Asia range here, swept, bearish, right? Liquidity build up here, swept, bullish, swept, bearish. Now we have this lovely new leg to work with, right? Bullish reactions below the daily and NY session open, within the discount of the leg, and bearish reactions from the premium of the leg, right? So yeah, today's price action, none of this really made too much sense to me. We had some break of structures in here, but there was nothing I was comfortable with because of these wicks that were created and the price action in between after the orange fold of CPI news. I know some people that caught some pips today, and yeah, they're amazing for that, so respect to them. So I'll jump back up to the higher time frame again. Actually, let me show you the 5 minute quickly, where we've got these two relative equal lows down here resting, which could be a target, could be a good liquidity point for for a sweep, for a bullish reaction. If it doesn't respect the OBS earlier than this, we can expect to see some pullback trades here. For me, they're still pullbacks for now, just respecting order flow at the moment, where we've taken liquidity, made new low lows, taken liquidity, new low lows, respected OBS, swept liquidity internally, respected OBS, and it looks like we're heading to make a new low. So I'm still bearish on this, you could call daily pullback into discount of the daily leg here, and so we just react to the market. We'll see what tomorrow brings. The low of today is not yet created, but we can see the high is going to be here, low will be somewhere down here. Will we get some sort of pull back into the premium of the 1 hour leg before heading lower? I'd expect so. It depends what Asia does overnight, so not marrying any bias. We'll reevaluate again when we wake up in the morning and see what range Asia has created and these overnight market hours. I expect this low to hold until then. If it doesn't, great, even better. We'll have a nice 1 hour or 4 hour leg that we can measure and look for an opportunity to go short. If this breaks, it makes the shorts, stronger, even more obvious for me. It's a new lower low. We'll just have to be a bit more cautious once we reach around these areas and wait for some confirmation on our bias. Let's check out DXY before I end, actually, see how that's looking. I'm not going to go too into detail on DXY. I just use it as the correlation, of course. DXY still appears to be on its bullish pullback. Remember, the same way that EU is on its bearish pullback, right? Because it was looking bullish in recent times. So this massive leg from here to here on the daily, we're now in the premium. We've got the OB here that I haven't marked up. Let's go down to the 4 hour. We've got our 4 hour OB up here. DXY is looking real messy lately in the sense of trend. Obviously they had a bank holiday, so that's likely the reason why we don't really see much happening here. It's just sideways price action. So far this 4 hour imbalance is being respected. There's no break of that just yet, but it does look like we're going to continue bullish on the DXY, which means bearish EU. So they are inversely correlated. So of course you're going to see these charts looking similar. We're going to see how it treats this area the same way. We're going to see how EU treats this area, whether we're going to go for longs or shorts. Shorts looking more highly probable. And then there's this area up here that's within that big daily area, 4 hour imbalance, etc. So that's that, I think. Let's reevaluate in the morning. Hope this video was much better. This is getting easier, these videos. Looking forward to improving in the future. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you subscribe and like. Let's speak soon.